So this is part 5 on making your knife on the cheap. So I have the blade laid out and ground out into the basic shape that I want. And so what I did now is I covered the rest of the blade with Dyechem so I can mark out where I'm going to grind in the main bevel. And then I used an old chainsaw file, and put in a choil. And this is so you can tell when the user is sharpening, they know where to stop sharpening. And then this will be the ricasso right here, right by the choil. So what I used to mark out the blade was this little scribe jig from Oregon Blade Makers. It's just got a little carbide tip. I mean, you could make one. It's really not very complicated piece of machinery. And that let me lay out my blade. And then the other thing I did was I marked the edge of the blade. And I actually put 2 lines in. And it's thin, but you can see it. And I will grind it to this line on each side, leaving a fat edge so that when I heat treat it, it's less likely to warp. And I marked it on the other side, basically where I want the main bevel to be. Another easy trick, you don't want to keep buying handles for files or keep switching them up, is drill out a golf ball. Makes a nice handle for your file. It doesn't give you blisters, and you don't have to keep switching them back and forth. They're cheap enough. You can just, get a couple of shag balls and all your files can have their own handle. So next step for this one is grinding.